Time to make some cider this morning. Here at Hackett's, we grow 50 different kinds of apples. Some ripen the 1st of August, some ripen the 1st of November. We've been growing apples here as the Hackett family since 1967. It's been an orchard since the late 1800s. We're going to be making some cider out of Macintosh, Empires, Honeycrisp, Crispin, and Red Delicious. We make cider weekly, and the blend of apples changes throughout the season. First process is grinding the apples. You're going to wear some ear protection, turning into a pumice, and then pumping it into these containers. I am the third generation of Hacketts to work and live here. My grandfather purchased a farm in 1967, and he worked here. He still does. My mother works here. I've been here since practically the day I was born. So we just grinded 9 bushel of fruit, which makes about 20 to 25 gallons per press. As we fill it full of pumice, this rubber bladder will expand with water, pressing the pumice against these metal screens, and the juice comes out here. Any given season, we press about 4,000 gallons of cider. Starting Labor Day up until the end of December, we also freeze about 500 gallons for frozen cider that people can buy throughout the winter and summer and to use in our cider donuts during the summertime. This is the remnants of the apple after all the juice has been squeezed out of it. One's going to be a little bit messy. My favorite type of apple changes as the season progresses. I love Lodi's and Yellow Transparents the 1st of August. Then the month of September, Macintosh, Honeycrisp, Empire. So this is the process of grading apples, grading and packing apples. When we pick apples out in the orchard, we pick them into these large crates, and the easiest way to get them out of these crates is water. Apples float, so we're going to submerge this whole bin into the water tank and let them float up. Apples are floating now. They're ready to make their journey across the brushes, through the cider eliminator, and onto this table where we can finalize grading out by size, color, and any defects. My favorite memory here is probably each harvest season. Harvest is the most rewarding time of the year. You get to see all the apples being picked, processed, and the smell of apples is really nice. I have 3 apples here. And these 3 apples are going to go to 3 different places. I have a small apple, which will be ready for the cider mill. I have a nice medium-sized apple, that'll be a fancy eating apple. And I have a utility apple, which has got some blemishes on it. It's got some skin damage and a slight little limb rub. This apple will be used for cooking or anything else. As we finish grading, we pick around 5,000 bushels, which equates to roughly 500,000 apples. Working with family is fun. It can be challenging, it can be fun, it can be rewarding. You can grow as a family, you can separate a little bit, but in the end, they're still family. Ron is here every day, every night. He always checks on things, and as we transition to the 3rd generation, have me take on that responsibility of checking on things and making sure things are getting picked, things are getting done. It's a very humbling moment, really, when he feels that I'm responsible enough to do that. He's been here since 1967, and for 55 years, that's hard to let some of that pieces go. Well, I used to work full-time in Burlington doing heating and air conditioning work, and then I'd work here every night and every weekend. So I have done other things, but I think my true calling is here.